A European place next season is the only realistic target now for a Forest side that's at full strength today. Ian Bowyer restored to midfield in place of Colin Walsh. Up front, Gary Birtles plays his 4th game since his lengthy recovery from a spinal operation last year. Southampton have had their problems, of course, this season, but they've clearly not proved a major distraction. They're ticking over nicely, and they won 5 of their last 6 matches. Leading scorer Joe Jordan is missing, though, today through suspension. His number 9 shirt goes to Ian Baird, who returned recently from a loan period with Newcastle. Today's referee is Paul Vaines of Whalley. So Southampton then in the darker shorts, kicking off from right to left, with the encouragement of having won their last 3 matches here. They also beat Forest at the Dell earlier in the season. The Forest, well, they're hoping for the fillip today of having kept active during the freeze. They played a couple of matches out in Iraq. Though you're knocking it through, the offside flag up against Steve Hodge. And of course, the man that Forest are facing today, Peter Shilton, more than 200 games for Nottingham Forest in his so successful spell here. And Brian Clough is worried that the players have got a bit of a complex about facing him. Mills. Looking for Armstrong. Good interception, though, by McInally. Ned Hodge streaming away to his right, and support here, too, from Wigley. The Forest have got plenty of players forward in this attack. Wigley with the cross in. In goes Hodge. Couldn't make the final contact. Certainly Southampton was stretched there. And Peter Shilton knows it, too. Wigley's cross in. Davenport may have got a touch on the way, but look for Hodge arriving at the far post. Certainly looks as if there was a flick there from Davenport, and there was Hodge. Curtis. There was Mills. Doing a good job, Mickey Mills, just tucked in front of the back 4. Now Hodge. Always looking to show his pace. Bowyer, what's going on? And his sheer endeavour took him through there. 25 minutes gone, and Steve Hodge has given Nottingham Forest the lead. Actively involved throughout the move, and his persistence took him on. Bowyer and Davenport just helping him there, and as Shilton came out, he steered it past him. So Steve Hodge gives Forest the lead. It's Forest 1, Southampton 0. Steve Hodge with his 10th goal of the season, and only Peter Davenport at the Forest side has scored more. And he'll have taken a great deal of delight for that goal, with the complex that it's felt Brian Clough considers the players have about Peter Shilton. Well, they've beaten him now. Hodge, the goal scorer. Did well that to find Birtles. And it's a very spirited period at the moment for Forest. Hodge, McInally outside him. Whistle down and a penalty, surely. Morant, who brought it down. As Forest threatened to thread a way through, and it was Steve Morant, the culprit. McInally was clearly away and wrestled down then by Morant. Peter Davenport is Forest penalty taker. He hasn't missed one yet this season, but he's facing the man they say psychs out the opponent, Peter Shilton. Well, he almost did it. Davenport has scored the second goal. A shrug of the shoulders there. 29 minutes gone, and 2 goals in 4 minutes. The second from Peter Davenport, and put Forest here in a commanding position. Shilton certainly appeared to get a hand to it there, but he couldn't keep it up. So it's 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Peter Davenport with goal number 15 this season. Now for Medhot. Well driven in, and Shilton had to get down quickly. Teddy Medhorn with 5 goals so far for Nottingham Forest this season. And Shilton just kicking the ball into touch with one of his teammates down. I think it's Dennis. Dennis being helped off the field for further treatment, so clearly there's some concern on the Southampton backroom staff there. Aaron McManamy looking on, and indeed I think he's going to make the substitution. David Puckett is the Southampton sub. And indeed he's coming on for Mark Dennis. David Puckett. There's Dennis being helped away. Clearly in some trouble there with his left leg. David Puckett, who scored the winning goal, in fact, when Southampton beat Forest earlier in the season. Well, Wigley brings it away for Forest. Medhorn have made the run outside it. Hoping to create some space through the middle for Wigley to exploit. Now, Bertels. Here's Hodge. Driven back across, and it didn't fall for one of his teammates. It had have done. That could have been a real problem there for Peter Schultz. But now it's Forest's turn to defend as Southampton pour forward. Curtis. It's Wallace outside him. 3-4 Southampton players waiting in there. That was Baird. Sagers somehow kept it out. An excellent jump then by Baird at the far post. It was very close indeed to scoring. Wallace with the long cross. And look for Baird arriving there at the far post. And Sagers kept it out with the aid of the post too. There's Wallace. He's always looking to take on defenders. Mills. It's a fairly patient build-up here by Southampton. Armstrong. Was he brought down then by Sagers? Well, there's dismay on the faces of some of the Southampton players. It certainly appeared that Sagers was in the way, to say the least, of Armstrong then, who suddenly popped up. And his right steers it back to Peter Schultz. Let's have a look again at the incident where it did appear that Sagers brought Armstrong down. It certainly looks as if he's holding him back there. Medhorn trying to find Davenport. Squirmed away from right. Still Davenport, now Bertels and Hodge. So often these three have created openings between them. Bowyer with a shot driven in. Davenport beaten away by Schultz. Pure reaction save then by the England goalkeeper. But a delightful turn by Davenport, who really is playing as well as any striker in the country. Southampton failing to get it away. It was Bowyer's shot there. And look how quickly he turns. And Schultz saving Southampton. Fairclough. Certainly there have been no problems about the Forest pitch here today. It's played perfectly. And that's a tribute to an old Forest favourite, Billy Gray, who's the groundsman here. Member of their 1959 FA Cup winning side. It's Medhorn. Davenport. Medhorn again. Can this be three? Well, if he'd gone in alone, it might well have been. He'd gone on. But he pulled it back, and the chance went begging. Moran. Here's Bowyer. Plenty of room away to his right here for Wigley, who's seen plenty of the ball in the second half particularly. There's Davenport. Looking to weave an opening. Method. For Wigley again. They've got Birtles in the middle and Davenport. Here's Wigley. He's squirmed past them. Davenport. Method. Hit Birtles. Davenport. The flag's up. The flag's up. It won't count. It was Davenport who put it in, but the flag was already up. Presumably for offside. And the goal won't stand. Good work here by Wigley. Here's Davenport. It falls for Method, who drives it left-footed. It strikes Birtles there. Davenport puts it in, but the flag's already up.
Well, a win that